Blackbeard is one of the most mysterious characters in One Piece. He was introduced early on in the story, and one way or the other he did play a part throughout the story. But what is his goal? What is he trying to achieve? Well, let's start from the beginning. Blackbeard was part of Whitebeard Pirates. He was in the 2nd Division, and for a period of time he served under Ace, because Ace became the commander of the 2nd Division. To be a commander in the Whitebeard Pirates you have to be strong. Does this mean that Ace and other commanders were stronger than him and that's why he did not get promoted? Well, no, that's not the case. In the past, Blackbeard did fight Shanks, and he was the one who gave Shanks a scar on his face. When Shanks was speaking with Whitebeard about Blackbeard, he said that I did not get this scar because I was being careless. This is quite impressive considering that Shanks is one of the strongest characters in One Piece. When you hear about this, you think that maybe Blackbeard has some kind of hidden power and that's why he was able to give Shanks that scar on his face. Because Blackbeard does not look like a warrior type, he looks ordinary, nothing about him screams power. But in a flashback we see that Blackbeard did use 3 iron claws as a weapon. So this is how he did manage to inflict that scar on Shanks. And not with some kind of special ability or trickery, which it makes it even more impressive. So it's clear to see that Blackbeard is powerful, but then why did not want to become a commander? Well, Blackbeard is a very calculated person, and he is following a plan, and anything that is not part of his plan or anything that is not going to help his plan, he is not interested. I think that Blackbeard is a very knowledgeable person. He knows things that even the world government doesn't. Even the Gorosei had no clue how he did obtain the powers of 2 devil fruits, and they did not even know that this was possible. Blackbeard did not just gamble about this, he knew what he was doing because he had the information, but he wasn't 100% sure. One of his crew members said that if it fails, are we splitting up? So this means that Blackbeard knew about this theoretically and not practically. And this makes sense because if there were someone who has the power of the 2 devil fruits, then people will not be so surprised that you can obtain the powers of the 2 devil fruits. And especially the Gorosei, because it's their job to know what is happening around the world in the countries that they rule and also in the countries that they don't. Blackbeard said himself that he did study the devil fruits, and the reason why he did join the Whitebeard Pirates was to increase his chances of finding the Yami Yami no Mi devil fruit. His whole plan did hinge on this devil fruit, because he only made his move after obtaining this devil fruit. I have a theory where I said that the reason Blackbeard did obtain the power of Gura Gura no Mi is due to Yami Yami no Mi. This theory is an old one and it is only 2 minutes long. I will put a link in the description for anyone who wants to watch it. But I have to warn you guys, this is one of my first videos. It is not well presented and has grammar errors. It's not that this video that you are watching right now is any better, but hey. Anyway, so I think that the Yami Yami no Mi devil fruit is the reason why he can use the powers of 2 devil fruits and not die. And this is why this particular devil fruit was so important to him, because it does not matter how powerful a devil fruit is, there is always a limit to what you can do, and also every devil fruit has a weakness. But having 2 of them, this is how he can have the advantage against his opponent, even if that person has a powerful devil fruit as well. The reason why people around Blackbeard follow him, it's not because they think he's a good person, or they believe in him, or he's a great leader. No, it's all about power. He gets stuff done, one way or the other. Here are 2 examples. Number 1, one of the members of the crew said in Marineford that if it fails, are we splitting up? So they have no relation with the captain or with each other. It's all about the results, because that's the only reason why they are together. The second example is when Pizarro said, "Let me take charge of this group," showing no trust or respect for Blackbeard. And then Latif said, "Do you want to die?" So power is the only reason why they are following him. Since Blackbeard is not your typical strong character, he needs to rely on external power to become a force to be reckoned with. I don't think his goal was to become a Yonko. I think this is just part of his plan. I think he wants to become a dominant force in the world and not just in the pirate world. One of the reasons why I think so is him attacking the revolutionary army. I did mention before that Blackbeard is very knowledgeable about the world and this is his main weapon. I think he knows how to recreate the devil fruit tree. And this is why most of his plan relies on the powers of the devil fruits. And if he will be successful, then he will change the balance of power in the One Piece world. Because then you will have the world government, the Shichibukai, the Yonkos and the Blackbeard who possesses the devil fruit tree, which is the ultimate power in this world. It could be that one of the reasons why the ancient kingdom was so powerful and prosperous and advanced was due to them utilizing the power of the devil fruit tree. But they did not use it mainly for military purposes. But they did utilize it in every aspect of daily life, to make their lives better, and that's why they were so prosperous. Oda said that the powers of the devil fruits will be explained by a certain professor. So this means that the devil fruits do not belong to the fantasy category of storytelling, but to the science fiction category. And that's how Blackbeard knows so much about the devil fruits, because he has obtained information about the past. Blackbeard could build a very powerful army, because then he could use all the devil fruits that he wants. Kaido's dream is to create a crew of only devil fruit users, but he did try to do it with artificial devil fruits. But the artificial devil fruits are not as powerful as the real ones, and they are only Zoan type. With the power of the devil fruit tree, Blackbeard could challenge even the world government for domination in the world. About the devil fruit tree and the ancient kingdom and a lot more I will talk about in my next 2 videos, which in a way that will be part 2 and 3. The second video will be about how the ancient kingdom became so powerful and how did they lose. And the third video will be about Blackbeard and the Wheel of D, and why he is fighting the other Ds. I usually don't like to tell you guys in advance the topics of the videos that I will make, because I like it to be a surprise. But just in case if these ideas that I did mention here will appear somewhere else. Thanks for watching, like and share if you like this video, and subscribe for more One Piece videos.